Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I am your whimsical DM, Victoria, and we're going to play some D&D tonight. But before we do that, we're going to do announcements and a recap. So, Kristy, if you could be so kind as to roll that clip.
Good evening, and welcome to the show. Now, here's a word from our sponsors. Little Dragon Core is a Canadian-based dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. I mean, look at all these pretty dicey boys. Head on over to littledragoncorp.com and enter the coupon code BONUS for 15% off your order. That's BONUS. Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com. Also, big thanks to Syrinscape for the amazing atmospheric sounds and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download the Syrinscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets that are included to get you started. You don't even need to register. Go to Syrinscape.com to find out more. Thanks as well to Adrian Von Ziegler for providing some additional music that we use here on Thursday nights. He's a talented composer with great content usage rights, so go check out his YouTube and Patreon and support him if you can. Please check out our other games. We stream almost every day here at Provo. We have games for several of the major published 5e modules as well as homebrew games, and some of our games feature systems other than 5e, like Star Wars, Power Rangers, and Alien. Come watch all of our VODs over on our YouTube. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month. Thanks again to all of our sponsors for supporting Proficiency Bonus. And now, back to the show.
Thank you very much, Kristy, as always, for your lovely announcement reel. I appreciate your video editing and your amazing voiceover for it.
Thanks.
I blanked for a second on what comes after that. It's the recap! Ink, if you could be so kind as to recap for us.
Well, your memory won't be blank when I tell you what happened last time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight. So, ongoing spoiler warning. We've been having it for the last few episodes. We're going to have it for a few more. The events that you're about to see could be spoilers for the end of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign module. Your game definitely is not going to look like ours, but it may look a little bit like ours. So just be aware of that moving forward. So, last time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight, the party continued to explore the Castle of Heart's Desire, now that they had been able to free a few people from the Time Stop curse. As they began to explore deeper, trying to find a way around the Jabberwock that is sleeping on top of Zybilna's cauldron, they met the head butler of the castle, a man named Thinnings, who conveniently had been away on an errand when the curse first struck the castle and has been hiding from the League of Malevolence ever since. The party was able to get some information out of Thinnings in exchange for some secrets, as Thinnings seems to be quite a gossip and loves to collect secrets of all kinds. Some personal secrets were shared from the party members, and Thinnings was able to answer a few questions in turn. First and foremost, that if they are going to be able to deal with the Jabberwock, they might want to find Bloody Beak, a giant owl that is also friend to Zybilna, but is one of the only creatures that is known to be able to fight the Jabberwock and possibly kill it. Thankfully, if you're not doing that with a very special Vorpal sword, it won't stay dead. So the party has been setting out to try and find Bloody Beak and find a way to convince it to not eat them and instead go after the Jabberwock. They have also learned that there is, in addition to a regular library, a secret library somewhere in the castle, which might hold some very, very interesting tomes, especially for Ego, considering the fact that we also have learned the true name of Zybilna, that she is someone known as Igwilv, the witch of all witches, also known to some as Tasha. Though it is unclear of how she has gone to this realm and taken on this new persona, with that name in hand, the party is one step closer to being able to free her and asking for a boon from this witch of all witches. So, the party then dismisses their talk with Thinnings and begins to explore more of the castle. They went up one of the towers, but they encountered a door that they weren't able to fully open as they couldn't figure out the writing to get it open. They also found the guest book for the castle, where they not only crossed out the names of the members of the League of Malevolence, but added their own, making the League of Malevolence no longer accepted guests to the castle, but also allowing the party to be able to move through the various stag and lion doors throughout the castle without needing to go and mess with the crown or the stone guardians. It is there that we still find the party now, continuing to search between the castle's various rooms and corridors. We haven't found any members of the League of Malevolence yet, but we have been told that they are nearby, Victoria.
That they are. You guys have an uncanny ability to, in any sort of like mini crawl or lair exploration, go to literally every room but the one where the bad guys are in. So, with that, we're gonna kick off our game. But first, really quick, Kristy and Ink, you guys can have D6 bardic inspirations for your contributions to the stream, and for Graph and for Saoirse, you guys can have player inspiration for your contributions as DJ and deal keeper, respectively, since your characters have been made whole or were never not whole in the first place. Yippee! Oh, Graph, we're getting a little bit of white noise from your mic.
Oh, my bad.
Sound good. But yeah, so when we left off, you guys had tried to go to the very top of the tower, found that it was locked with a very like strange and intricate locking mechanism. You'd come back down to try to get a bit more information from Thinnings, who had told you that he has never been up there, and he doesn't know how to get up there. That area seems special for Zybilna. And he would also have given you the directions to the library, which is over here, with the word of caution that the librarian Sean can be a little bit prickly, particularly when it comes to the care and maintenance of the books. And so he warned you that you might want to be very respectful when you're in there. So what would you guys like to do? You still have a couple other unexplored rooms if you wanted to hit those first, as well as the whole... oh, I have you guys on the upper level, might be. Okay, so you're on the lower level now, unless you guys want to do the upper level first.
I want to get through the last of these rooms here. We know that this room back here is where we'll find another member of Valor. So yeah. that's where the good wizard is supposed to be, with his staff of power. So I do want to continue.
That you're totally not interested in.
That I'm totally not interested in because I'm already powerful.
Do we want to go to the library first, since it's the library is this one right here, right?
Yes. Let me.
So we could just clear this side out.
We can
just walk in now.
We can clear the library first, yeah, and then clear the rest of the first floor.
Okay. So
Iris is like completionist is like, but we gotta finish this side before we start on this side.
No, you're very right. You're very right.
Yeah. Okay. So You guys can head in there. This door has lion crown locks, but because you've signed your name into the ledger book, you don't have to worry about unlocking them. Let's see. When you open the doors, leather-bound tomes fill the tall shelves of this grand library. Rolling ladders anchored to rails above the topmost shelves allow easy access to the higher books. And appearing from behind a bookshelf is an elderly, hunchbacked man carrying an open book. "This library is closed to visitors," he says, snapping the book closed and making no effort to hide his surprise and annoyance at your arrival. And he's just kind of staring you all down.
We're here to help Zybilna.
What do you mean?
We're here to lift the time stop spell, deal with the League of Malevolence, free Zybilna and Prismir.
Yeah, alright, well, good luck with that. That has nothing to do with my library or these books, which, just so you know, nobody's allowed to peruse any of these books without Zybilna's consent, so I don't even know why you're here in the first place.
To help her?
That's great! What are you gonna do with... You don't need to... What? The books? She's not in here.
We were told that the keeper of the library was very wise and could possibly help us. Would that be you? Or is that someone else that we should speak to?
It's me. I'm the librarian here.
Perfect.
I guess I am pretty wise. I don't know who you heard that from, but I guess
everyone's saying it.
Everyone we've spoke to saying that we're here to try and figure out this whole thing said come here.
Well, I'm glad that they know who the best member of the staff is. That's good, at least. But it doesn't really help me. They say all these things, and then what happens? Rowdy visitors show up. You start breathing on the books, and then I have to clean all of them.
We're just...
Well,
I have to maintain a very specific level of humidity in the library in order to minimize mildew on the books, and I just want all of you sweaty meatbags to know that you're throwing it off. But sure, come on into the library.
If you'd prefer to speak in the hallway, that's fine by me.
No, I don't know. Just, you know, what do you want to know? What do you want to know? Let's get in and get out. What do you want to know?
Okay.
And he'll hobble over to you guys.
I feel like asking him about the secret library, he's gonna be like, who told you about that? No, there is no secret library. I kind of want to know if he can give any insight into the like riddle hint that we have about lifting the time stop. And the nightingale, that on the door, and the long poem that we have about the cauldron.
Yeah, that's a good idea. See what knowledge he has in his noggin.
And then we just try and tease out the secret library.
Yeah.
Like,
We gotta warm him up.
Find a way for him to be the one to tell us.
Yeah.
Like, we just want this information so badly. Isn't there like somewhere we can check?
Mm-hmm. So, we have in our possession a unicorn horn, which we know that we need to free Zybilna from the spell, but we also have this riddle, and it's been very hard to decipher. Are you good at riddles, perchance? Kip, Ego does not talk like this, but...
I mean, I'm a researcher, I'm a librarian. I've seen plenty of riddles in my time.
It goes
you really need me to read you need me to read a riddle? You can't do that yourself?
Oh, we've read it, but we're just all too uneducated to be able to figure it out.
Deception check. Deception check.
You know what? I'm gonna be using the D6 immediately.
Oh, I should have been doing this.
It's okay. I'm not the worst. Well.
Okay.
Well, most of us.
Okay. One second. I
Hang
do
on.
this every week
Hang
where
on.
I'm like, I should have had my dice tray out, and I don't, and I need to get it out.
Can I bend luck?
Can you use it for another person?
Yeah, if another creature you can see makes an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction and spend 2 sorcery points to add 1d4.
Yeah, if you want to, go for it.
Okay.
Thanks, girlfriend.
Pulling on some good luck for a change.
Give me a big fat 4.
That would be great if I could. It's a 3, so not a 4, but still
makes
something.
it a 15.
Okay, so you're basically like playing dumb to him. He crosses his arms and is like, all right, any day now.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it goes along the lines of actually, Clover, you have it. How does it go again?
I put it in lore dumps again if you guys need it.
8 cats perch atop 8 dead attending. 8 lizards flee from 8 rats scavenging. 8 toads climbing meet 8 dead and failing. Falling? 8 snakes sneak under 8 bats screaming. 8 eyes open, always dreaming. All on the cauldron that is ever seeming.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh, damn, look at all these chat rewards. Hang on.
Oh. The
Huh?
fates are
Matthew! Thank you for the chat rewards, Matthew. Matthew's, this is the reparations for me completely co-opting Friday for at least like a good 10 minutes every week,
Okay,
spamming
so
you guys
one-
with chat
one-
rewards.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, so, you read that off. Roll me, insight checks. Anyone who is checking, who's, like, trying to watch Sean.
Give me one, and I will do
I'd give it a shot. My insight is not the best.
I'm just thinking really hard about the riddle to try to figure it out myself.
Where's my dice?
Oh.
I didn't do it, I don't think.
No, it's Graph.
It was Graph.
Died. They live. Oh, their icon.
We've summoned. I know the little. It's so cute. I love it. Welcome back.
I'm very welcome.
Oh, you know what? I should probably reveal the library. That would have been a good idea. Oh no, Discord.
Thanks, Matthew.
Thank you, Matthew. The map layer. But yeah, insight checks, por favor. Gonna move you guys to the library. Yeah.
15. Not great.
Oh, 18 for Dawn. Nice. Okay. Anybody who gets above a 12, so it's not super hard. As Ego finishes reciting this off, there's definitely like a moment of recognition in Sean's eyes, and he's like, where did you get that information? I mean, You say it has to do with the time stop?
Yes, how we free her from the time stop with the cauldron.
He just kind of shrugs. And for anybody who got an insight over 12, he absolutely knows what what this poem is referring to. And it doesn't seem like he cares to even do a good job of hiding it, but he's like,
Are you sure?
Gosh, some assurances I think would help jog my memory.
Oh, do you want something in
Right.
exchange?
Yeah, that is something that the Fae ask for, isn't it?
Right, what is it you want?
So, familiar with the League of Malevolence?
We're trying to be so that we can kick them out of here.
Yeah. I wonder if...
We've met one of them already.
And you lived?
Well, yeah, she was just trying to be an actress.
Oh, well...
Yeah, she wasn't super interested in, like, anything else. She was just like, I'm here,
Did you-
I want to be an actress. You're not good enough for me to act at your court, and so I'm just going to stay here and apparently act for nobody.
They're all a little bit... Well, I don't know, sometimes I think they're not quite right in the head, but if you've met Kellic, or,
Yeah, we heard about him. He's the wizard
Duke.
that wants the staff.
yeah. So, they're interested in ending the time stop on some other, to get some kind of, the staff and everything. It would be nice if they were dealt with.
Right, that's the plan.
Uh-huh.
Before we get told.
Well, are you gonna live? I mean, if I
Yeah. We already killed the Hourglass Coven. We can certainly handle a wizard and one other guy.
well, all right, hold on. You just So you mean to tell me that you,
Well, not me specifically, but all of us.
the
yes.
group of you, annihilated a coven of hags?
Yes. Like yesterday.
I mean,
Interesting.
we had a whole army.
That is
Uh-huh.
true.
Well,
But
the army
the army
dealt.
wasn't fighting the hags. They were
Yeah,
dealing
we
with, like,
fought the
other-
hags. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
all three of them are gone now.
I mean, we have proof, Clover, if you need it.
I mean, it's just...
You could show him the key.
I don't have the key anymore.
What? Oh, right. Dang it.
Okay. Well,
I find
What
it a
about other
little
things?
unbelievable that a group of nobody upstarts... And I
I'm
mean
sorry,
that-
I'm the princess of the Spring Court.
how about, well, let's logic this out. I know that must be appealing to you. If you tell us and we succeed, then it would have been the same if you told us afterwards, because we'd be alive and we can help Zybelna. If you tell us and we die, then nobody learns the secret. So it's as if you didn't tell it at all.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm just gonna lean over to Clover. Is every bookkeeping person rude? Like, it seems like every bookkeeping person we've met is rude.
They're just really protective of their books usually. I used to go to the library a lot, and some of them were definitely more grumpy than others, and
Yeah,
we
this-
just seem to be finding the extra grumpy ones, I think.
Yeah, this guy's bad.
It's a 10.
He's not bad, he's just doing his job.
It's a 10. Do you want to use any chat rewards?
Sleep.
We got
I don't-
along.
But I just feel like, if all he's asking for us is to deal with the League before he tells us anyway, we want to do that anyway, right? So if that's his terms, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you try to explain if we die it's a secret anyway, but you could also just you tell us now. And he's like, so the thing is that I may know what that's referring to, and it would be pretty bad news if the League got a hold of the connection in that information. So right now I'm the only one that has it. And wouldn't you know, the League came to me looking for ways to free people from the time stop, and I've been researching it. And I think that might be the missing piece. They said something about a unicorn horn. And if I tell you that information, and then you go up against the League, they're not gonna just kill you. They're gonna torture the information out of you. And then where does that leave me? And where does that leave Zybilna?
Okay. You out-logicked my logic.
Can we at least look at some books first?
If you...
Before we go take care of the League?
We'll be very respectful and make sure everything is where we found it. We won't misplace things or put them elsewhere.
We'll set them on a table so you can put them where
I
you
used
want
to part-time at a library once. I'm pretty good with the system.
Well, you know what? If you like library systems, there's a whole other library that Zybilna has all of her really prized books in, and I know that you adventuring types love that kind of thing, right? I'll even write down the titles for you, and you can leave this library and come back to me when you've dealt with the League, because right now they're threatening me too. And once I know I'm safe, then maybe we can talk about you guys touching things in this library. But you can go to the other one all you want.
Where's the other one?
It's upstairs.
Where upstairs?
Oh,
He will... I have to pop...
how many upstairs are there? Is there 2 or 3 floors above us, or 1?
So there's the lower floor and the upper floor, and then the tower has additional floors beyond that, but it's mainly just the lower floor that you guys are on now, the upper floor, and then there's that garden, technically is but that's part of the lower floor. So
there's only one more floor above.
It's on the southwestern corner of the palace. So it's I don't know if you guys can see where I kind of shift ping.
Yeah.
It's over here. He would give you directions. And where is the thing that I'm looking for?
Do we have to go through the Nightingale door to get there?
Nightingale door?
There's a door with a nightingale over top of it. But we couldn't get through it. It's really heavily locked. I think it's magical, I think.
There's no Nightingale door on the secret library.
Alright. Question. If I wanted to get information on the Winter Court, would that be in this library or the other one?
Let me just check. There's
just I don't want to waste time looking for books in the secret library if
it's not there. Yeah.
Let's see. I have information, a little bit of information about all of the courts in this library. This is
where they're cursed.
Anything about an entire court being cursed?
Yeah.
That's... I don't think I have anything like that in here. There's a very wide spread of information.
Right.
That Zybilna likes to keep.
I just specifically want to know about a curse that's on the Winter Court right now.
I have information on who, current members of the courts. Some basic information about the relationships between people of the courts, but if it's
about that.
So it's probably in
curses,
the other library.
curses, secrets, that kind of thing. You're usually better off trying to go off to that court and, I don't know, spy
No,
on
I don't
them
want
or
to do that.
something.
I really don't want to do that. That's off the table. But if there's book. I don't really do books for the most part. But if there's a book that I could read that would have that information, I'm sort of curious about.
Well, I can write you a list of some of the books that are up there.
That have information on the Winter Court specifically.
What?
When Saoirse's like going off about the Winter Court and not wanting to go there, she kind of just gives Aurum like this like knowing look, like
I don't know. There's let's see. There's one called The City That Waits, but that's not about the Winter Court. The Faceless Lord is not about the Winter Court. Lysandrid is not about the Winter Court. Kingdom of Ghouls is not about the Winter Court. The Many Masks of Myth is not about the Winter Court. And Deer of Nessus is not about the Winter Court. Prophecies of explicit. How do you say this?
Explication?
No.
explicit.
Prophecies of Explicitica Defilis.
Oh,
That's not
Explicica?
Explicitica. Explicitica. It's
Explicitica.
The word explicit
Explicit?
and then ICA. Explicitica, I think is how we pronounce
Yeah, that sounds
it.
right.
And then there's Thingazard's Night Balloon, but none of those are about the Winter word.
Alright.
Does any of that ring a bell from my memories? Just out of curiosity.
Like what? Which memories?
Like of the summer court when she was there at the city?
Any of these books? No.
Okay.
These books are like you've never heard of any of these things
What
before.
do those books like deal with? What sort of
various like demi-planes or subterranean kingdoms, the politics of the Nine Hells, prophecies from a spirit naga, instructions for building a magical vessel so that you can safely float through the layers of the abyss.
Oh my god.
Some information about Jublex, the demon prince of oozes and slimes. There's a dissertation about demi-planes and constructing them. Stories about an arch-wizard. It's just a bunch of
boring stuff. Okay.
a bunch of esoteric information that Zybilna has collected.
Okay. Guess we go find the other library then, and then hopefully maybe come across the League.
Why don't we hop on getting this League dealt with? Because that's going to make moving about the castle a lot easier anyway.
True.
I want to see how tough they actually are.
Yeah, well, you know, Kellic is a mage, but he's terrified of the Jabberwock, as he should be. But he's kind of a lot of, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's powerful, but it's you know, like recognizes like I'm a mage. I see a mage, and I'm like, okay, you're that's a lot of huffing and puffing. Warduke, ugh. No, cold-hearted killer. Not loyal though. He only does it for coin. The other one's weird. Zargash, weird. Obsessed with Orcus.
Oh,
if you don't know who that is, you don't need to know more about Orcus. Not great.
Okay.
I'm curious.
Well,
sounds bad.
they've probably made the mistake of splitting up around the castle, so we can take them out one by one.
I guess we just go to the doors that we haven't opened yet. See what we find.
Mm-hmm.
Do the completionist route like Saoirse suggested, one by one.
Yep.
Okay.
When you've dealt with them, come on back. And then I'll know that you guys aren't imbeciles. And that you can protect this knowledge that I have.
Sounds like a deal.
Ugh. Now get out.
Now get out!
I grow a book over one butt cheek.
Your face turns into a book.
What's black and white and red all over? Me after a trip to the library.
Oh my god.
For like the purpose of just like detect magic, because I know Clover's been ritual casting that. Sean does have a spell book. He has like a leather bound tome, like kind of attached to his hip with like a charcoal sketch of a wolf spider on like the cover, or like it's like, sorry, no, it's not. It's just like a leather bound tome. But that is like clearly his spell book. It's giving off magic.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think she'd probably like recast it while we're in the library before we head out again.
He's like, you do that in the hallway. You don't need to do that here.
Sorry, in the
out,
hallway. Yes, she would know better than that.
Yeah, he's like very eager to get you all out.
Well, that's disappointing.
Oh. We'll be able to go back.
No, there's no point. I mean, I will of course go with you, but there's no point in me looking at books, obviously, here.
Oh. There's also the secret library, where the better books are.
Right, but he said there weren't any books there that have anything about the Winter Court either, so...
Oh, he probably doesn't know about every single book that she has. We're talking about Igwilv here.
I mean, I don't...
Demonomicon.
The Demonomicon.
The Demonomicon.
Why does that work perfectly with diplomatic community? Demonomicon.
Demonomicon.
She's a femininomenon.
Oh no.
Okay.
Femininomenon.
So that means next is this lion door.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Damn, Aurum, you're so fast.
I gotta like... Oh my god.
I'm still just face slamming this riddle over and over again. So,
Any progress?
I have theories.
Okay.
Jamie has theories.
Okay.
One
Okay.
second.
I can't think of any.
And I hate the way that sometimes these tokens are laid out. I'm like, I can't...
I've tried a lot of things.
Okay.
How many things?
Probably like 6 different things that came to mind.
That's more than I have.
So. You guys go in that more southern lion lock door. Everything in this tower appears to be frozen in place. A 5-foot wide ledge at like floor level circles the room, so it's like a kind of a small lip. And there's a row of 5 iron levers protruding from the wall above the ledge on the far side of the room. So that's like over here. Yeah. And that's not right. There we go. So 5 feet below this like little ledge is the surface of a pool of reeking foul sludge. 5 slender gilded cages dangle from chains that hang down from holes in the 60-foot high ceiling. 3 of the cages are occupied. Suspended in midair outside of each cage is a pixie holding a tiny gilded wand. And standing motionless next to the levers is a man garbed in black, whose face is half hidden by a hood. A bat-shaped amulet hangs around his neck, and he tightly grips a quarterstaff. So I'm gonna draw a little stick figure over here for him. Well, no. Draw a little stick figure. He's like over here. So there's all of these different pixies. Oh. There's so this little token here, if you can see me moving it, he's in this cage over here. There's somebody. Actually, let me just draw a little circle around the cages that are occupied. This one's occupied. This one's occupied. This one's occupied, and everyone here appears to be frozen in time. Yeah. What would you like to do?
Mr. Stick Figure Man is also seemingly frozen in time, or?
Roll a perception check.
Do I see any?
Do any of them have medical bracelets with their names on them?
Ego, you're killing me.
Is there any like magic active aside from the time stop?
Okay, yes. So for the detect magic, there is an aura of transmutation magic emanating from like the sludge that's down in this pit.
Oh boy.
Okay. And then you see in one of the cages, okay, so actually, hold on. The wands that the pixies are holding all have like a kind of like a magical aura on them. And then one of the prisoners in this middle cage over here, he has an aura of transmutation magic on him. It appears to be like a male high elf, frozen in time. There's a human man in this cage, no magic on him. And then in this cage over here, there is this like little like bulbous, like bloated creature that looks like a rotting corpse.
Oh my god.
And that thing has like a magical aura to it. It's not like a particular soul, it just like reeks of like foul, like nasty stank magic. It actually is very similar to the slime. Just not like transmutation, but it's just like, like just a magical creature and it's fucking disgusting.
Right. What about the guy by the lever? Does he got anything on him?
Let's see.
I'll let everybody know what I'm seeing as I'm seeing it, by the way, so they're not blindsided.
Yeah, he appears to have like some sort of a little ring. Let me just double check what school of magic. What is? I think it's yeah, he has a ring that's giving off some transmutation magic. Like it's very minor.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell everybody what I see.
This is a very involved room.
And then for the perception check, he appears to be frozen in time.
I think we're good though.
Yeah,
I think everybody's stuck.
Yeah, we can't undo them unless they have medical bracelets, which I don't think they do.
Plus, if there's Ibilna's prisoners and we would let them go, she might not be super happy about that.
What was she what are they doing in here?
They look like they're being cooked in a giant stew. Stew.
Knowing what we know about Zybilna, she's not actually all like, sunshine and rainbows. This is more kind of along the lines of things that I would expect a witch of witches to do. But it's very bad, unless they're bad. Very bad.
Are we just gonna leave it
Or maybe
all
it's
well
good.
enough alone, or
I don't
Maybe
think we
the
can.
green soupy stuff is actually good. It doesn't
I
look
don't
good,
think
that
we
doesn't mean it
can-
isn't good.
Do anything.
Are there any symbols on the cages?
Let's see.
Yeah, there was one thing I wanted to check before we left, but that's all.
The levers?
Yeah, or the levers or anything.
So the cages don't have any doors or locks on them. And you don't see any kind of like markings. They're just like made out of this like very like finely crafted gold metal. And they're like very slim. They look like they barely would fit like a medium or smaller creature inside. But you don't see any kind of like notable features. And did you want to go over and look at the levers?
I will visually.
Okay, yeah. So you'd have to go like all the way. I mean, are you going through the slime to them, or are you gonna like go around? Okay. Give me a perception check.
I think Clover's going with him.
If Clover is also trying to inspect the levers, you can also you can roll with advantage, or you can each roll perception.
Should I give you advantage? You're probably better at perception than I am.
I have a +6.
Yeah, you do it. I have a +3. I'm proficient, but
Dirty 20.
there we go.
Yeah, so when you look at the levers, it seems like there's like a ton of information about these cages for some reason. It seems like the levers, I think you're probably able to like with Clover's help look, and like the levers have something to do with the height of the cages, because each of these cages is at a different height. The cage that's 10 feet above the sludge has that horrible like bloated corpse creature. The one that is 20 feet above the sludge has this like high elf man who has some sort of transmutation magic on him. There's one that's 30 feet above. There's one that one's empty. The one that's 40 feet above has like this he's just like a dirty, unshaven human man with like a crescent-shaped scar that runs all under his right eye. But you don't see any kind of like identifying information about them. And then there's a fifth cage that is 50 feet up. When you go over there to look at the levers, Aurum, out of the corner of your eye, you would see this like man that's standing there. His robe moves like when Clover comes over and she kind of scoots by. The little bit of like air that follows behind her like causes his robes to just ever so slightly shift. You almost miss it, but because you got like over a 20, right?
I got a 20.
A20, yeah, because you got A20, you would see just like the faintest little like shift of fabric.
I had a feeling.
I don't think the levers are worth it. Let's go back to the door.
Wait, while you two are over there, can you just look at the man that's over by them and...
I'll
No.
turn.
No.
As he's saying, I turn and look right up at the man to get a good look of his face.
Yeah, so because Clover, you don't notice this. Aurum's
Nope.
right now tagged, but Aurum's definitely like acting kind of.
Yeah, but
no.
he says no,
But
and
let me
he
get-
says no as I like lock eyes with this man.
Yeah, let me put it in Maps handouts pics. What this guy looks like.
Is he hot?
No,
Oh.
definitely not.
Oh.
Does this not look League of Malevolency?
A little bit, yeah.
So yeah, Clover, like you glance up at this man, and he has like a pallor, like a sickly pallor to his skin, like he has one foot in the grave, but he's not like undead. Like you're not getting like an undead vibe from him, but he's covered in like layers of like tattered, like red and black robes, and he has this like big pendant hanging down from around his neck that has these like it's sort of like this bat wing symbol.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And yeah, he's a guy. He wants to steal from this dude. I mean, yeah.
I'll tell Ego what I'm seeing, I guess, because Ego's asking, and
Yeah, there's
Aurum
like a
hasn't
skull.
dragged me away yet.
There's like bat wings, and then there's like a horned skull on this like big giant necklace that this man has. But he has like maces. He's got daggers. He's got a staff.
Aurum, what do you?
Slowly walking out the room.
What's
I
wrong?
mean, that sounds kind of.
He's not frozen.
Roll a deception check to try to say that without this guy hearing.
I
Or are you
walked
not-
away. I
Oh, you
walked away.
walked
from
away.
Yeah,
it.
he was pulling me
Okay.
away as he's
Okay.
whispering. So you whisper that to me in my ear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw Ego a message and repeat what Aurum just said to me with the spell message.
Because Ego was halfway through the sentence of, doesn't that sound very League of...
He's not frozen.
Let's see. Clover,
That's
I need you to
mental.
roll me a wisdom. I need you to
Okay.
roll me a wisdom save. Actually, no. Aurum, wisdom save, please.
No.
I don't want to just attack him then. But after this resolves.
Yeah. I don't know what Ego's knee-jerk reaction is to hearing Clover say that in your mind
Is
is.
this a charm or a frighten?
No.
That's really high. 22.
Okay. So pull this.
So we get like here? How far back
You
did you
guys-
drag me?
You guys would get like here.
Oh, okay.
Get in there. Get in there. You guys are like
Get in
halfway
there.
across.
Okay.
You as you guys are like turning to walk away, and like Ego kind of stops mid-sentence, and like the vibe in this room changes very quickly,
Mhm.
and is very noticeable. Like everyone's just kind of silently messaging each other in their minds right now. You, Aurum, feel like a little bit of like rotting magic is trying to like take over and almost put like oh my god, what is it called when rigor mortis? You feel like this sense of rigor mortis wanting to take over your living body and like hold you in place. But you are just so suffused with like life magic and energy from your time in the Feywild that it can't really take hold. But because this is a spell with a verbal somatic material component to it, all of you hear when this man casts a spell, and he looks up and makes eye contact with all of you, and just goes, "Shit." Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah, I draw my sword.
Yeah.
Do you need a token of this man, Victoria?
I have a token of this man. I hid him because I didn't. You guys already knew his name, and his token literally says his freaking name.
You can hide the nameplates, I believe,
you
in the
see
token
his-
settings.
Can you see
Nope.
his little?
No, you didn't
Nope.
You didn't put the nameplate to show his name, so we can't see it.
Okay, I didn't know that is a thing.
I already rolled.
I
okay.
only went over to the switches because I was testing
actually
one of
rolled a
my
19.
theories.
Oh, the thing's not up.
Thank you, Ego. Thank you.
Man,
I rolled a 19 in real life. I was trying
haven't
to put it
rolled
on
good
the tracker.
initiative in like weeks.
Not a great initiative from me either.
Why?
Y'all, I really need to learn the new Witch Bolt because I don't have a good like first level like damage spell.
I'm trying to do the add turn thing, and it's not letting me That's okay. I'll just track it.
Is he?
Lock in.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you on the correct?
Yeah, I don't see the tracker.
layer?
Yeah, I'm on the token layer, and I think I'm doing something wrong to open the initiative. Add turn.
I was
Nope.
gonna say on your toolbar on the left, do you have a button for the turn tracker to turn that on?
Yeah, thank
There
you.
you go. Oh, there he
Okay.
is. 3 times.
Oh no!
Just click his token to remove him. Like on the turn order. Click his face, and they'll go away.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. So we've got a 22 for ego. Clover is a 9.
19. I rolled in real
Oh,
life. I was
19.
trying to put the tracker on, but it wasn't up yet, so it rolled a 9.
Okay. And then Dawn is an 8. Oh god, why? Okay. What did we get for Aurum? Got Aurum on here twice. Dawn.
Oh,
Ego,
you
Saoirse, Aurum.
deleted me. I had a 12.
I'm sorry. It's got you guys all on here multiple times for some reason. Probably
Because
my fault.
it probably is keeping our initiative from a previous map, so we don't see it, but you can see it.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you see yourself again, Jamie?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you re-roll, and I'll just change it back to. You said 12.
I had a 12. I didn't roll in the thing. I don't have a character sheet in this.
Oh, you're my bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to just add his
Add turn 12. Now can you
There
see
you
it?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we need a
see.
Saoirse.
Yeah. I think Iris is actively being threatened by the cat. 3. Okay. I just love that.
Wait, that's not the German 3.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, sorry. He's being spicy.
You're good.
And our man.
We can all
Okay.
take out one mage, right? Over a pit of
Okay.
transformative goo.
So, nobody's necessarily surprised here. His surprise round basically was to try to cast Hold Person on Aurum, and it didn't work. So, Ego.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Ego, as they yell, it's the League, is like, it's literally just draw a wand and immediately go to strike. So I pull my wand. I believe that they are within 60 feet. I believe I measured out 55. So I would like to use my free casting of. Oh, that's 90 feet. Even better. My free casting of Hex.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to hex on him?
We're over a precarious little area. Let's do dex checks in case anyone needs to maintain their balance.
Okay.
So immediately it's like, it's the League, and I, while drawing my wand, hiss a little curse, and then do a little bit of movement. Let's see. I'll come on the upper end because I feel like the melee people are going to go on the lower end. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I think. It's weird kind of having to move around the circle, but just want to make sure that no one's in the way of my spells. And let's just try a cheeky firebolt and see how that does.
Yeah, do it.
Ignis. Oh, 13.
That just hits.
Ooh, pug. Okay. It's gonna be 2d10 fire damage and then some necrotic damage from the hex. Ego. 5 fire damage. 2 necrotic damage for a total of 7.
Okay.
Yucky.
Okay. So 7 total?
7 total.
Text that. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. Yeah, Ego's just sort of, running around the circle while slinging spells, get out of people's way. So that's my turn.
Alrighty. Clover, you are up as a fireball and a hex connect with Zargash here. What would you like to do? You are over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something that makes Kristy happy. I'm gonna cast a 2nd level Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Do it.
Do I need to do anything, or you just roll stuff?
This is just me. I have to roll to hit first. So does 16 plus 8 hit?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna use these. I don't feel like rolling all these dice, so let's see what happens. I can choose psychic or force. Let's do some psychic damage. So that's 16 total.
Okay. And you said it's psychic damage?
Yeah.
Alrighty. What does it look like when you cast Chaos Bolt? Because I think this is our first time seeing you in combat since you've become a sorcerer.
I also have to roll on don't I have to roll on the table?
Surge?
My magic
Possibly?
surge?
Yes, because you're casting a leveled spell. So let me pull up because
What does it look like? Because it's
Sorcerer.
wild magic.
View sorcerer details. Wild magic. Yeah, roll a d20. And let me know if you nat 1.
I got a 10.
Okay, you're good.
I don't know. What do you think it looks like since it's not her normal magic?
Yeah. Let me pull up Chaos Bolt.
It's from Sam,
Specifically.
right?
It is from Sam. Yes. So, yeah, you hurl an undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy at a creature in range. So I think that it's basically just like you reach your hand out, and all of these little dandelions spring up from the ground around your feet, and then there's this little breeze that as this multicolored orb of energy forms in your hand, the breeze comes from behind, and you can hear fiddle music, and it carries this orb out of your hand, and then the breeze suddenly turns into a very strong wind for just a moment, and it just causes this colorful orb to explode onto this man with a cacophony of cheerful, joyful music.
Oh my god.
And as there's different elemental drippies coming off of this little orb, there's just little dandelions springing up everywhere that it fell. And yeah, it just explodes on him in purple goo. Because to me, psychic is kind of purple.
Yeah, honestly, purple was the color I thought too. I was just gonna check something. See if I could add anything to this.
Dawn, you are on deck with Aurum after.
No boy.
I'm also going to use.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure Aurum goes before me.
Yeah,
Aurum got a
Aurum's
12.
I'm also going
I-
to use a bonus
I've done
action.
I think you have extra things in your turn order.
Oh my god, there was an extra Dawn. Okay, now I think we have it. Dawn is 8, right?
Yes.
Jesus, guys, I'm sorry. Thank you.
You're good.
Okay, I gotta remember to clear that next time.
I'm gonna use a bonus action. I'm gonna use Quicken Spell and use bonus action cantrip. Let's see if
not
I
on the turn order.
Okay, I have you on here. Maybe I need to delete you and re-add you.
Okay, that's fine. I was just noticing.
Add turn.
can.
Alright, can you see yourself now? Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
This
Which
one.
cantrip are you casting?
Good question. Want to do? Yeah, I'm gonna use the Sorcerer Burst.
Okay, I have no idea what that is.
Let's see if this works.
Do you need me to do anything?
You do not, since I hit. So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna stick with thunder, or stick with psychic, since we already got that going.
Oh, Sorcerer's Burst. Okay. Yeah.
I get to
11
choose the
psychic
element
damage.
on this one, but it's a
Oh,
cantrip.
nice. Okay.
But I just took the lead from the first Chaos Bolt, and I will quicken spell and use an additional 11 psychic damage with my Sorcerer Burst.
Yeah, I think what you do is like you call on like the magic that you already put on him and just like cause it all to it's like pop rocks. Like it's just or like soda. Like it's just bursting on him. Cool. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's my action and bonus action. I will kind of like back up a little bit to get a better view on him, but otherwise I will probably end my turn. Just double check. Yep, that's as far as I want to go.
Okay. Aurum, you are up.
I think I have to re-up my bark skin. So I'm gonna bonus action bark skin.
Okay. You may do that.
And then I'm gonna close the distance and punch.
You don't need to do that.
Too late.
He didn't actually do anything to you. He's just a guy.
He tried.
He did try.
25 for the
Yeah,
first
that's gonna
hit.
hit. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make him my favorite bow.
Okay.
Uh, 17 points of damage with the first punch.
Okay. You clock him like in the jaw and you feel something break and his body begins to like fall to the ground. And after that first punch, like he hits the ground and like his neck is at a weird angle and then you hear the bones crack back into place and he grabs his jaw and shoves it back in place. And there's this like sickly green aura of magic around him, like almost like he's like sucking the life out of like the air around him, and his eyes glow this sickly green and he like flies back up as if he has been like refilled with vigor after nearly dying.
I'm gonna punch him again.
Go for it.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Uh, 15 points of damage.
Oh yeah. And with that second punch, your fist collides with like his ribs and you hear them kind of like crunch. But he seems to have like with the second punch, it's like you're hitting him before all of your friends hit him. Like you hit him the first time, he went down, came back looking completely fresh and new.
Oh no.
Now like looks hurt again, but not how he was when you went to go do the first punch, if that makes sense.
Oh no.
Scary. Okay.
What's wrong with him?
Oh my god. We made a
Okay.
mistake.
Anything else?
We can
you'd like
talk.
to do?
We can talk it out,
That's my
right? We
turn.
can still talk.
Okay.
Everything needs to grow up.
Yeah.
He just needs a hug.
Let's see. 20 foot.
I'm not hugging him. He's ugly. I give no grace to ugly people.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah. Okay. So you said, sorry, Aurum, you said that you're good. That's your turn.
Yeah, I did everything. I
Okay.
could.
Cool. Yeah. So all these like golden moths like explode on him. But he is looking hurt, but less hurt than before. And now it's his turn. And he's not in a great position. You know, like it's a 5v1. And Aurum, you can definitely see that there's like some fear in his eyes, but also he's just like kind of looking manic and like Like you're face to face with this man, Aurum. He's not right in the head. Like you are looking into the face of somebody that you can just tell like is a bad person.
Oh god.
Like you just get rank foul vibes from him. But he also doesn't want to be here with you guys. So he is going to cast a spell.
Counterspell.
You didn't even give him a chance.
Nope. Clover's
Hold on,
done.
wait. Hold on, wait. Does he have
He's in
a thing?
range.
Is he gonna counter my counter?
Yeah, he might counter your counter. Yeah, he's gonna counter your counter.
Counterspell.
Oh my god!
We're bullying him.
Burt Reynolds
How many
says,
times do we have to
please.
teach you this lesson, old man?
The power of friendship.
So sorry.
Yeah,
find
so we have a ring of counterspelling happening around here. And Aurum, you definitely see like a moment of panic in his eyes as he can't get this spell off. So he yeah, he's not a happy
Ego
camper.
points
So
across the
sorry.
way at you.
He's not.
Does counterspell have like a noise it makes? Was that like a pop, pop, pop?
Well, yeah, what does your... Because mine is always a spell... I create an effect to stop whatever
It's somatic.
Yeah.
Hers used to come from like the black hole energy. I feel like with this, instead of like creating, she takes. Like she like pulls it away.
And then
Yes,
he
so
tries to counter you,
Yeah,
so it's like a magic...
You go to,
It's like a
pull
tug of
away
war.
his magic,
Yeah.
and his counter spell, you feel him like trying to just straight up like suck the life energy out of you with
fuck.
it.
And
Like,
I
he's trying to
create a
make you
giant
roll.
spectral pair of scissors and
you
I
just-
snip it.
Yeah. So yeah, we set up a chain of counter spells. And he looks a little bit panicked. Buddy. Bud, you gotta get out of here, bro. Okay. That's like literally everything that he can do.
I'm so sorry.
Try to run.
We need to beat him! We need to defeat the league! We gotta go!
We gotta make a deal. You made a deal with the librarian.
I did!
Yeah. He can't really do anything here.
And then Don needs to go beat him up. Beat this nerd up.
Beat this nerd up.
You know what? He has a bonus action that would surely never get used, but I'm gonna let him use it because you can't tell me that you are a priest of Orcus and you don't carry a corpse or like body parts with you to do corpse raising things. So like
For
this
sure.
man has a dead body in his backpack.
Absolutely
so he's
he
gonna dump
does.
a dead body. He's
Oh
gonna
my
dump a dead
God.
body on the ground and he's gonna animate corpse and make a zombie. So he basically just like yeets this like corpse that's like mostly rotted and says, "Orcus commands you, rise!" And this like zombie like this flesh becomes animated with this foul like sickly like green and red energy, and this zombie is gonna clatter to life. I'm gonna just take one of the pixies as a token.
Sure.
Because just for placement. So he's gonna kind of just yeet that. Okay, it's like next to him. It's like next to him. I just can't get the placement of it right. And then the zombie's gonna take its turn. So the zombie is going to just try to punch Aurum. Because that's kind of what a lot of things try to do here, is they just try to punch Aurum. Oh, a natural 19! Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay. It's a zombie. It doesn't do that much. You take
Mo said,
3...
go, gadget, body in my bag.
Go gadget. Literal dead body. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as this zombie just, like, slaps you across the face.
I'm
Jeez,
unconscious.
the
I'm
disrespect.
just kidding.
Actually, I think it just backhands.
backhands.
You. It's like,
The disrespect.
You're unconscious from 3 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
Fails 6
And
death
that's-
saves.
You know, that's this guy's. That's his turn. He doesn't
Wait,
have.
is Aurum really unconscious, or are you
No.
messing?
No.
I was like,
It's
wait a
fine.
second. Like, did we get into a fight? I just don't
No.
remember. Am I like hallucinating right now?
So Dawn, you are up. Saoirse, you are on deck, and then Ego at the top.
I can't even get over here in one turn because I'm standing at the doorway. So
Yeah, and also if you're going to like pass your friends on this lip, it's going to require some checks because this is only like you only have 5 feet of space, and there's slime.
yeah, I've got it all figured out. Free casting of Misty Step. I'm just gonna skirt around you here.
Well, golly gee, never mind. You don't have to try to risk falling in the slime.
And I'm just gonna come around. You gotta stand right here on the edge, though.
Okay, just give me like a general acrobatics check to
Boy,
maintain
I'm
like
not
yeah.
an acrobat. So
The DC is 10. If that helps at
Not
all.
into the,
Oh,
not into the goo! No!
We do have rewards if you
know
need
what?
it.
Yeah,
and
I'll
you
use
have-
my inspiration.
And you have your inspiration, yeah.
I don't want to be fun. No, I rolled worse.
no!
Okay.
Sorry. Into the
Do you
goo I go.
wanna?
The story wants you to go.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you're in the goo. I mean, it's like it's only like 5 feet deep, but like you fall 5 feet down into the goo. So you're like your feet are like 10 feet from the ground. So like, yeah, you're in goo. What would you like to do?
Am I still within melee range of him at least? Or do I have to?
Oh,
He's got his stinky little toes hanging off of the side of
I
the.
mean, you could probably go for like a little ankle maneuver if you wanted. I'll allow it.
Since I fell in, I feel like attacking him is gonna be harder, so I'm just gonna grab his ankle and yoink him into the goo.
You're gonna bring him down.
Mud fight!
You're gonna mud wrestle
fight?
this man? Okay, so that's gonna be a grapple check contested against his something. His athletics versus yours.
26.
He literally can't. I don't think he can roll that. He literally, even if I were to nat 20, he would not beat that.
Get in the goo!
So yeah, you can grab him by the ankle and just yoink him and send him flying into the goo with you. And he just and he's down in there with you. So Aurum, Zargash gets pulled into the goop.
I'm looking at
Any-
the zombie that backhanded me.
Anything else for Dawn?
Now that he's down here with me, I'll make an attack at him.
Yeah, you can use your because you have 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can use your other one to slap him up if you'd like.
26.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
9 slashing damage, and I will first level smite.
Do it.
We're getting goopy. Where's my smite? He's rolling here. 2d8.
Saoirse, you're up next.
13 radiant
Nice.
damage.
Oh my god!
That's gotta burn.
Yeah, your blooming blade, like after you pull him down, like he like lands on all fours in the goop and is going to like get up, and you kind of just like slash across his abdomen, and there's just like a burst of light and color and music from him, and you hear him like scream out in pain, and like he seems just absolutely disgusted by the magic that you're wielding, and is like trying to like brush it off of him. So yeah, that really like he looks really hurty. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's pretty much everything I can do.
Okay, Saoirse, Dawn and this man are mud wrestling down there. The guy looks pretty hurt.
I feel like everybody's got this pretty well under control. Trying to think if I don't think there is anything that Saoirse can do that's reasonable at this point.
There is a zombie that's over here too. It's this pixie. Can I make it large?
Right, but I don't know if it's worth casting a moonbeam.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just the thing. I was like, I don't want
This
to
is
use
the
a
corpse.
second level spell on like one guy with 8 hit
Actually,
points.
speaking of, he needs to roll concentration, because he got hurt.
Oh.
And then
That's fine. And then the smite will do so. Okay, so he's fine.
I think Saoirse's just gonna come over here, and this is I guess we'll just use my. We'll come over here. We'll get like right here.
Are
next
you
to...
teleporting over there?
Oh, do I need to? Oh, because Clover's there.
Yeah.
I
you're
am
gonna
a
pop
small
around
creature,
Clover.
though. Like, I have halfling nimbleness. Like, I think they can go over
You can-
top of me.
You could, if you pass over Clover because she's small, you can have advantage on an acrobatics check. It's a DC 10, just to make sure you don't go falling in the sludge. Because, yeah, you have to kind of go, like, here, and then...
Yeah, I don't think... I think Saoirse's just gonna sit. I'm gonna, I guess, hold an action in case it looks like one of my friends needs help, and then I will move towards them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reasonable thing to do at this point, because if I waste resources on this, I won't have them for later, so...
Totally fair. So you can hold, did you want to hold a particular spell, or just that you are going, like, just want to hold your action? Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move towards, and that way, on my next turn, I can get to someone if I need to.
Okay. Then with that, Ego, it's back to you. They're in the sludge. Blech. I almost said
Yeah.
slut. Sludge.
Slut. They're in the slutty slut.
Ego's gonna continue looping around on the top end.
Mhm.
He does basically, he's like, Dawn! And now that I'm not at risk of hitting Dawn, I'm gonna go for another fire bolt at the back of this bad mage's head.
Yeah, do it.
19.
That will hit.
All right. Again, 2d10 fire and 1d6 necrotic. 15 fire, 2 necrotic for a total of 17.
Okay. How would you like to do this? How would you like to kill this man in the sludge?
Ego sends out the firebolt, and because I've been so involved with the lightning lately, instead of like just an actual mote, it actually skitters like a little bit of a lightning bolt, and it hits him in the back of the head, and Dawn just kind of watches as his whole head
It's like
just
explodes.
kind of from the back, it catches on fire, and you can see a shadowy apparition of his screaming face in the flames. If that takes him out, I move up with my wand, and out of his mouth comes the black hex as I, with a bonus action, move it onto the zombie.
So that doesn't actually take because the zombie was concentration. And as he,
it
as his
deanimates?
head just kind of like his brain begins to melt, and his eye sockets are like melting his eyeballs. The zombie also falls into a clatter of flesh, and both of them are dead.
Okay, so it's done! Engulfs that man's head in flames. Waits for him to, like, fall over. Are you okay? Get out of that goo!
Speaking of the goo, I'm assuming for Clover and Aurum, with Zargash and his zombie down, there's nothing in particular that you guys want to do with your turns, or?
I think Clover would call out to get the guy's ring, because that was the magical thing that was on him.
Okay, so you can call out for that, and then Aurum, you can hold out your hand to help Dawn. For Dawn, because you're the only one who's in like a semi-precarious situation right now, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. 12.
Okay.
Wait, is this a magical effect?
Yes.
I have advantage, so let me roll that again. 19.
That's good because the save was a 13. It's good that you used that. Did the advantage because it's a magical effect. So you take on a successful save.
Oh boy.
7 points of psychic damage as your mind is just like ravaged by nightmarish visions that are so horrible, like you don't have any words that could describe what you're seeing. Any horrors that you have been through in your life or horrible things that you have imagined pale in comparison to this. And I think specifically because it's you, Dawn, and you're still like reconciling things with your inner child, and you've had like a lot of like progress that you've made. But in this moment, you kind of feel like you're getting a little bit of like trauma flashbacks because you're seeing like just masses of people being tortured in the worst possible ways and like just like oceans of carnage. And that is also including like visions of like your family and like your child self going through like truly the worst things that you could ever imagine and then make them even worse. So that's because you saved. So it's
traveling out of there.
Yeah, so Aurum is you kind of like in this vision, there's like a little bit of a break of like orangey golden light that comes through. And you can instinctually just grab onto that. I don't even know if Dawn would realize what's actually happening in the physical world because you're kind of like up here right now. But so Aurum, Dawn, I don't know what Dawn is doing physically with all this information, like if he's screaming or what, but like he grabs your hand, and you can help yank him out of there.
Yeah, he leaps out.
Yeah.
He's not gonna go in there. And, and in fact, he's like trying to wipe the sludge off him as fast as possible.
Yeah. So, the body of this man is like in the sludge and is like sinking under. So the ring is still there if you guys want to try to go get it. You just have to go in the sludge.
Can I like reach down and grab it? Grab like his shirt or his cloak?
So if you jump down there, you can, but because you chose to hold out a hand to Dawn, you have to. And Dawn is wearing full plate armor. Like you can help him get out, or you can grab for the ring.
I can get him. You get Dawn.
Okay.
As long as this isn't also like acid that like dissolves the body, but I can get it.
Sounds. I stick with Dawn.
I'm gonna delete the turn order, and I'm gonna actually delete it all.
There you go.
Look at that.
Okay.
Clear.
Are we? So we're ending initiative?
You're out of initiative, yeah. Let me make the pixie small and put her back where she belongs.
Damn, I gotta change the music, but this song slaps.
It does slap. Okay. So Ego continues the run around after Dawn is like out and fine.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! I really incinerated that guy. So much for an Orcus mage, whatever an Orcus is.
That is.
Oh,
Dawn is what?
Oh, Dawn is
He's leaving the
leaving.
room.
He's leaving. I'll follow Dawn.
So Dawn, because it was you specifically that fell into the slime, and like I said, all these things you're going through, you take a level of exhaustion. Because you're like actively having like a PTSD trigger moment right now.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, so you have a level of exhaustion. Okay, so Dawn leaves the room. You said Clover's going after him?
Yeah, I feel like she wants to make sure he's okay, and he doesn't look okay, so I feel like Clover's gonna follow, at least at a distance.
And then Ego is making the loop around. Aurum, Saoirse. Anything you guys want to do?
I don't think I've seen Dawn, like, not okay.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if Graf, if you think that this is something that Dawn is trying to hide, you're more than welcome to roll a deception check. But otherwise, if you think it's something that everyone would notice, feel free to like paint us a word picture of like what's the vibe as you're like storming out.
No, I don't think he's trying to hide it. I think as soon as he got his like feet on solid ground, his next move was to just push off of anybody who was near him and leave.
Yeah, so Aurum, he does not look great.
I think,
You help him out and he pushes you away and just like vacates expeditiously.
yeah, he's not the one that's normally like that. So, I think Aurum would just let him have his space for the moment, especially seeing like Clover heading that direction, and just kind of like stick around over here for a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay, and then Ego, did you want to try to recover the ring?
I do, yes.
Okay.
You said it was a 5-foot drop to the surface of the goo?
Yes.
Perfect. The spell that you know and love. The spell that keeps finding uses. I point my wand out. I point my wand out and I draw a little circle of light and I'll create a tensor's floating disc under the body.
Does it float over? Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Because it says in the spell, where is it? It says it can move across uneven terrain, up or down stairs, slopes, and the like, but it can't cross an elevation change of 10 feet or more. But because it is 5 feet...
So it's... The goo is 5 feet down, and then there's another... So it's exactly 10 feet, so I'll let you have it. But it's like, the surface of the goo, like the goo is 5 feet deep. So it's like 5 feet of goo, 5 feet of air, and then the floor.
Even if it just rose him up enough for us to grab him without touching the goo, that's fine. So... I ascend. Basically, we watch as Ego, because I have to move far enough away from it to make it start floating. So there's like the little tether on the end of my wand, and as I back up, it eventually, yeah, it's like the tether of the wand goes to an invisible winch. or like a pulley system, and it just I pull the body up out of the goo, and I ask Aurum to retrieve this creepy guy.
All right, I pick him up.
You can pick him up. He's a dead body.
Accidentally hit his head against the wall.
It turns to ash.
Dunk.
I mean, Aurum, because his body is covered in goo. Just give me a quick like wisdom saving throw.
Oh dang it! No, I could have pressed it. Dang it! Sorry.
Because you're technically touching goo.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's alright. That's a 19.
Okay, so you save. So you take you only take 2 points of psychic damage. And for you as well, instantly, like your vision, your mind, all of your senses are just overtaken by the most like horrifying, terrifying visions of carnage and suffering and death that you don't even have words to describe. The torture that you witnessed your father undergo at the hands of the Wild Hunt pales in comparison to what you see for a flash.
Bro.
And I think for a moment you understand why Dawn got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess it gives you something to talk to Todd about, but... Oh, no, don't touch it!
That goo is not good. It's not good goo.
I'm establishing here, and I will cast Prestidigitation and pick up all the goo and weave it into a ball and chuck it back into the rest of the goo.
You can do so. And now his corpse is clean. He's still gross, but he's clean.
Do you also want to get out of here? I can look at this guy.
I mean, it was bad. It was really bad, but I think like I kind of expected it, so it's not as bad. I expected something bad because I haven't seen Dawn like that before.
Yeah, what does it do?
It made me see very terrible visions of torture and just very bad stuff.
And so she puts people in these cages and dunks them in it? That's devious.
It's bad.
And that's if you save. God forbid you don't save, what happens? I'm not
I
there.
wish I could get a jar of this stuff for...
I'm not touching it.
Now that you mention that, because you prestidigitate the corpse, you would notice that he had some like vials on him that have the goo in it. Like you realize he was trying to get some of this goo too.
Wow.
Well, apparently I think alike with this guy. I'll take care of it. We need what is it? Or he has a ring on him. That's what.
Yeah, it was a ring.
I stow my wand. I go, and I take his super cool bat necklace, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't look like a ring. Puts that on.
I'm sorry. It's not a ring. It is that bat amulet.
Oh,
never
okay.
mind.
It's a bat. It's
Takes
a bat
it
amulet,
off.
but it has the properties of a ring.
Okay.
And I
You're good.
didn't get that part.
That's fine. Super cool bat amulet. I think she meant amulet.
Oh, okay.
And then let's see. Oh gosh, take those vial. Like I'm gonna just. Ego loves just decorating with things for people, and this guy at least had an aesthetic that I liked. I want that sick snake staff. I want some of these bones.
Yeah, you can totally
cool
just
necklace.
pillage the corpse of all things and take everything. He has like a warhammer, like he has a mace, he's got a dagger. He has like weird tools that you can only like imagine would be for like the maintenance and care of corpses. Like weird embalming shit.
Okay. Well, I don't want to spend too much time. I don't care about hammers. I will take a dagger. Been needing one.
Go for it.
And then his sick staff and some of his embalming tools, and obviously the necklace because we need it. If he doesn't have a spell book on him, and the vials. If he doesn't have a spell book on him, I think I'm all done with him.
He does not. He would have because I misunderstood with the little
It's a quarterstaff, right?
Yeah.
Just looks cool.
Yeah, he just has like a quarterstaff, and then the necklace is the main thing. And then you can take a dagger. We're gonna pop on over to Dawn and Clover. So Dawn, you are able to get yourself out of the slime room and head back into the room with the red rug. What would you like to do?
I feel like he just keeps walking. Like he comes out of here and then he makes the sharp left down into the room with the carriage.
Mm-hmm.
And then he keeps walking until he's back out to the front. And
yeah.
He just goes until basically like he's out over like in the front, and he just like, you know, when you shut down and the only thing you can do is like stare and like
try
to like he's trying to like breathe and like take in things. So he's like counting the trees. But it's not really working.
Yeah. So Clover, you would see him storm out back towards the front of the castle.
Yeah, I probably trail behind him because I have short little legs and I can't fly, so it takes me a while to catch up, but I'm following him.
And he's like fully using his like satyr, like he's just fast. I think satyrs are faster than normal.
Yeah,
just by
the speed of
default.
35 feet.
Yeah, so you've got a bit of a head start. So I feel like when she like comes around the corner and sees Dawn in that state, she's not going to say anything, but she is going to come up and just like squeeze your hand in rhythm with her own breathing to try and get you to focus on like the repetitions and to like get your breathing to slow down. But I don't think she's saying anything. I don't think you need to hear anything at this moment.
Yeah.
But she's going to do the squeezing, like hold for like holding your breath and then let go. Hold for holding your breath and let go.
Yeah. It probably takes a moment. But eventually he's kind of just like, he like lets out a deep exhale and then he goes, all right, I'm over it.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Or no?
No.
Okay. Okay. Maybe we just take a little bit of a rest then. That was a lot, huh?
Bit too much. I don't understand why someone would have that in their castle.
Supposed to be the queen of witches?
But she's also Sibilna. We can't throw away one because we know she's the other.
I agree with that. But it sounds like she has lots of different parts to her. If she's Tasha and Gwilliv and Sibilna, she might have a bunch of other faces too.
He sucks his teeth at that. He looks really pissed off now. You know that face that he basically had on 24/7 at the start of the campaign.
Yeah. Oh.
He's settled back into that face. It looks weird because his hair's like a lot curlier and stuff. His red roots are showing.
Oh.
But like very much that like deep-seated like unsatisfaction.
Very frustrated.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
One down?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a rest first, or do you want to keep going?
I don't need to rest.
Okay. Should we go find the others? Or should I bring them here?
No, I'll just head back in.
Okay. I am here if you do want to talk or not talk.
I know.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And I'll kind of just waddle after him because I'm so fucking slow.
Yeah, he walks back.
Oh shit!
Full
My little
stride.
my little legs.
Times where Clover probably really misses her wings.
She's been missing her wings. That's like one of the main things she misses at this point.
So you guys can rendezvous back up with the party. Ego, you can get some. You can get those vials of the slime. You have the amulet and all that cool stuff. for Aurum and Saoirse, anything that you guys want to do? Or just waiting for everyone? Alrighty. So yeah, after a few minutes, you guys are able to come back together. Ego, did you want to, like, study the slime now, or are you holding on to it for, like, a rainy day?
I'm gonna hold on to it for a rainy day, or to possibly shoot it in my slingshot at somebody.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, so you can add, I don't even know, demonic sludge. You can add 3 vials of demonic sludge
Sure.
to your inventory.
Ichor.
Igor.
What would you guys like to do next?
Your mom.
Wow,
God.
that's crazy.
Are we doing the first floor first and then going up? Like, should we
Yeah.
go back over to, like, the kitchen and then, like, explore that side?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay. Grabbing. Yeeting. Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Aurum's gone renegade.
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Okay. Did you want to go to this room here in the kitchen, or did you want to go, like, up these stairs over here? From the kitchen, there's, like... Well, okay. So from the kitchen, there's 3, like, ways to go. There's
Right.
this opening in this tower here that
Mhm.
this, like, giant beanstalk is coming out of. There's a door just to the north of that, and then there's a northwestern door over here that you guys, I believe, have gone through previously to get up to the second floor.
I want to at least peek in on the.
I was just thinking that, Iris. I was like, at least just peek our heads in and look, like, what... Yeah, this
Yeah,
part?
you can peek your heads in for the beanstalk.
Yeah.
4. So here the palace has been torn asunder by the growth of an enormous beanstalk that has lifted one of its towers high into the air. The space beyond the open doorway is absolutely choked with rubble and the thick roots that form the beanstalk's base. So you can see that there's, like, a floor above this that, like, there's probably some little, like, openings because the beanstalk is, like, shooting little, like, tendrils at, like, all around, but this part of the tower has been, like, it's, like, actively being, like, lifted.
Could I
When I fall
ask...
asleep for eternity, I'll probably end up somewhere like that.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's pretty traditional. You know, you go up, you put them in, like, a very tall tower up somewhere that's very difficult to reach.
That's
Why? So
romantic,
you don't
but
get,
also
like,
annoying.
assassinated?
I'm entirely sure. I think it's just the sort of thing. It's like, oh, that's what we do with people who are, like, asleep forever.
Huh.
I say,
I'm gonna start ritual. Sorry, I will tell the party. Hey, can I take like 10 minutes? I want to re-up the detect magic. I kind of.
I could climb up and peek at the second
Lost
floor
concentration.
while you do that.
Okay.
It's like, so there's, like, this beanstalk that's, like, coming out of this tower that goes up 80 feet. So the
wow.
rest of the tower has been broken off and is now 20 feet above the roof of the palace. So this, like, little chunk of the tower is, you can still get up there, like, you can climb it. It's a giant beanstalk.
But he has to go up 20 feet to get to the, like, the...
You have to
next
go
part.
up 80 feet to get to the rest of the tower.
Oh, I
The
see, I
bottom
see, I
of
see.
the tower.
Yeah,
I got
to
you.
get-
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like a little tower that you think probably would have been, like, right off of the kitchens.
Mhm.
I did a bad job of explaining it initially. This little tower would have been near the kitchens, but, like, it, like, broke off
top
and was
off.
lifted 80 feet up from this beanstalk.
Okay,
So-
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like Clover would have lost the detect magic while she was calming down Dawn, and
Probably,
yeah, it's gonna take at least 10 minutes, so if whatever Aurum or anyone wants to do, you have 10 minutes to do
Yep.
it, I guess.
I'll climb 10 minutes.
Okay. Do you have a climbing speed?
Nope.
Okay. So you can still climb it because, again, it's a huge beanstalk. It's going to require an athletics check.
Do you want
Please.
guidance as you're like walking up?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll just like as Aurum starts to climb, I'll just like tap him on the ankle real quick.
Yeah, for sure. You get
So
little
just add
visions
a
of
D4.
spring.
My D4. Where'd D4 go? There it is. Just one. So that's gonna be a you said athletics?
Yes, please.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, this is like second nature to you. Maybe not beanstalk climbing specifically, but climbing of like trees. Like I think, you know your way around a tree. Like that's an Aurum thing. So you're able to like scale up with ease. It does take you some time, probably like Clover would probably finish her ritual cast before you reach the top, but if you wanted to keep going, you could. It's just gonna like, it's a very large beanstalk and you have to like get around and like hop onto this leaf so that you can go around and like climb up here and like, it'll take time, but you can absolutely do it and you can absolutely reach the rest of the tower if you would like. And you can actually like climb up into the tower.
Check it out.
Check
You're already
it
up
out.
there. You're already up there.
Okay. So, where are you? Why can't I grab you?
I'm being whisked away.
You are being whisked away.
Bye.
Ah. Here, let me get this on stream. So it's like here.
So, these are all things that you would see on the climb up, but it is past this. So yeah, at first, wait, he's climbing. The kitchen is below.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And then
I want beanstalk.
get totally beamed, bro. And then you're down over here.
Whoa.
Whoa.
The fuck is that? I'm scared.
Beanstalk.
Oh, that
tower.
looks like a little.
Little
Oh.
guy.
Oh.
So you can pop into the tower. The interior, or you're going inside, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the interior of the tower is a mess of broken furniture and grasping vines. And amid the ruins, a toad wearing a tiny wizard's cape perches on the lid of a treasure chest that has slid into a wall and becomes surrounded by junk. Because this tower is like very askew. It's not like upright anymore. It's like wonky now. So yeah, there's just like a little toad in a wizard's cape on the lid of a treasure chest in here.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I'll say it to the toad.
Yeah!
Okay, I was gonna cast Speak with Animals, but that makes things a whole lot easier.
Oh, no need. I'm Zybilna's familiar. I'm a toad.
I'm punching it.
You're gonna punch it?
I hate Zybilna.
Okay.
Zybilna was my least favorite of all of the hags. I did
Wait,
not
no,
like.
Zybilna's the one we're here to rescue.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm thinking of
Jesus.
Are you thinking of
Pavlorna?
Endless.
Oh,
no, Pavlorna.
No.
Because of the
This is-
You're
frog.
giving us all a
Oh.
heart attack.
Oh,
Really
my
I
I
murder.
hate Zybilna.
I
I
hate
hate
Zybilna.
that.
Like, you were the bad guy the whole time?
Yeah, I am.
You're gonna punch the
Sorry.
friend-shaped frog?
I want the friend-shaped dragon.
That's true.
Why are you sitting on top of a chest?
Oh, you know, just hanging out. Just in the tower. Being a toad.
It's so sus.
Is there anything in the chest?
I mean, maybe. What have you done to earn it?
Oh my god.
I mean,
Oh, he climbed up here.
I climbed up here, yeah.
Right, congratulations. Congratulations! That doesn't mean that you earned some of Zybilda's precious treasure.
I mean, that's fair.
Who are you?
I'm with a group of people that's here to save Zybilda.
Aha! What do you mean?
She's frozen.
Right.
Yeah.
do
Something
you
about a
mean,
unicorn horn makes her not frozen or something.
So you're trying to get her. You're trying to unfreeze her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to come?
This frog sounds like he's not buying any of it.
Just like out of curiosity, hypothetically, if you met somebody that maybe called themselves Warduke, would you have already killed them?
I think so. Oh no, not yet. Did we?
We didn't kill him yet, but we would if we'd already met him.
Oh, okay.
Did you have you know hypothetically, if there were some people in the palace that were like maybe not great, what would you you know, how would you feel? Like, would you attack them?
Are you talking about like the League of Mega Violence or something?
Mega violent.
Because, you know what? I think it had another name, but I'm gonna call them that.
It's not
Yeah,
that.
the League of Mega Violence. Like, if you encountered the League of Mega Violence, like, how would you react? Would you be like, I love you, let me join?
We just killed a guy who worshipped orcas.
He was in the League. I mean, if I knew anything about what was happening in the palace, which I don't, he definitely would have been in the League of Mega Violence. Because, you know, why would, if you worship Orcus, I mean, that sounds like Mega Violence. So that's cool.
I mean, orcas aren't that bad.
Orcus! The Prince of Undeath?
Bro's like, hey, don't wrap me
Don't
into
be
your
racist.
racism.
Yeah.
Whatever you say. I mean, we are trying to kill the League of Mega Violence. We gotta do it for the library guy. Who's very grumpy about his books.
Oh yeah, Sean's a piece of shit. I mean, he's fine, but he's kind of a piece of shit.
There's so much tea between the staff of
The
this
drama.
Little
house,
guy
dude.
is just popping off.
No, just so you know, Sean doesn't even actually know that much about the library. Gray knows way more.
Oh,
Did you talk to Gray?
fighting word.
Who's Gray?
Oh. You don't know Gray? You didn't meet Gray?
Look, we're making our way through
Oh.
the castle.
Not yet.
I'm not sure.
We met some guy that was thin as paper behind a bookshelf.
Oh yeah, that's Thinnings.
Yeah.
Thinnings is a bit of a... I mean, Thinnings is fine.
This
Do you-
guy doesn't like anybody.
Do you just sit up here all the time? What?
Well, I mean, no, I was in the library, and then a bunch of shit went down, and the library is like kind of separate from the palace, like it's a different plane, and you know, so then like a good toad, because I'm a good toad, like a good toad would, I spied on the Hourglass Coven until they left, and then I took a potion.
Oh, we killed those guys too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I almost
were-
killed you until this voices in my
What?
head, because I thought you were Bavlorna's, and I hate
Ew.
Bavlorna.
Excuse me, just because I'm a great toad doesn't mean that I'm associated with Bavlorna, and
Hey.
I would kindly ask that you check yourself next time before you do
Hold on.
engage in
You
reckless
started it
actions
with
like
the orcas. Okay?
Orcus!
Oh.
He's a
We'll just
You
call
really
it
not-
even. We'll call it even.
no particular feelings towards killer whales, aka orcas.
Yeah.
They're I mean, frankly, I find them a little bit sociopathic, if we're being honest. Like, why do they need to kill so much? But that's fine. I'm talking about Orcus, the demon lord of undeath, who wants to exterminate all life and darken and desolate all of existence. Orcus, with a U, is not good. Mega violence.
Gus. Orcus is a part of the mega violence?
Well, no, but that one guy worships Orcus because he thought Orcus was going to turn him into an undead, which, like, I mean, if you could be like a living thing worshipping Orcus, like, I'm sorry, but you're kind of a bonehead.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense because he came back to life. I didn't understand because I thought he was worshipping Orcus.
No. Just like the, like the Blood Lord, like Prince of the Undead. He's not great. He's a lot of names, none of them are good.
Okay, is there anything else up here that's, like, worth looking at?
Well, what? I mean, did you just come here to pillage and plunder the tower?
Well, I wasn't pillaging or plundering. I was just coming to check it out because my friends were taking a break and I thought it'd be cool to climb up here.
Well, I mean, there's... Okay. If you can promise... So you're gonna help Zybilda? I'm her toad familiar.
Okay.
You're gonna help her?
Yeah.
You promise? You promise that you're gonna help to free her from...
Wait, is this a pact?
Well, I can give you what's in this chest if you promise that you're gonna help to free her.
Is it of equivalent value?
I don't know, do you like flying? Do you want to fly?
Is it her
I mean,
you want to be able to fly?
I've never really thought about it, but that'd be kind of cool.
I think it would be pretty cool. I mean, I'm just a toad, so I don't fly, but it would be pretty cool, right?
Well, if I could fly, you could come with me and you could come see Zybilda.
Right, but so the League of Mega Violence, they're like really, really scary for a little toad like me.
Oh, if they tried to hurt you, I would kill them.
But like, I know that you fought the Orcus guy, but like, Warduke is like really scary. His eyes glow with fire, and he's like covered in crazy scars, and he's really big and strong, and his sword is on fire. His sword is he's bigger and stronger. His sword is on fire, and his head is like, his eyes are like on fire.
I bet it's all show. Can't be real.
He's pretty. I mean,
I love
they're
Aurum.
pretty strong. He's pretty strong, but I mean, maybe, I don't know. I would have to watch, but I don't want him to know that I'm there because if he kills you, I don't want to get killed.
I have a bindle. You could hang out in the bindle.
Well, okay. All right. So I go in your bindle. You free Zybilda. You don't tell them that I'm here, and I can't like go. I am Zybilda's familiar, so I'm just kind of be hanging out. Like I'm not your familiar. You know that, right?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means, but yeah.
I'm like a magical helper.
Okay.
And if you promise that you'll free her, I'll go with you. I guess. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit freaked out by Warduke.
Oh, well, if he's a part of the League of Mega Violence, we're gonna kill him, so.
Yeah, he is. He really, really scares me.
Kill him. It's okay.
Okay, if you promise to kill them and free Zybilda, I'll give you what's in this chest.
Alright. I promise.
He holds out like his little like froggy, like, hand paw. And it like sticks onto you. And you feel this like fire burn across your finger, and you smell like rotten eggs, like sulfur and blood, as this little pact is forged. And this little frog in a wizard outfit hops down and is like, okay, you can open it.
All right, I open it.
There's a pair of winged boots inside.
All right.
I will link them. in the loot.
We love winged boots.
Love winged boots.
Oh, they require attunement.
Yeah.
It's pretty high up. Up here. Can you get me down if I go in your bindle?
Yeah.
I mean, you have flying boots. There's flying boots now, so.
Yeah.
You'd have to spend an hour with them, but then you can fly down. Or, I mean, you climbed up here, right? You can climb down?
I don't think I could spend an hour. I think I need to climb down, but I could climb down. It's not a problem.
Don't drop me, please. Where's your bindle?
It's right here.
He'll hop into your bindle.
Okay. Nothing else up here? No, like, next floor or anything?
Let me double check. No, not really. I mean, this was like, this was just like a tower, and everything's kind of destroyed because of this beanstalk. I used a potion to make it grow, and it was nice because it made like a little safe spot for me above everything, but it also destroyed everything when I did it in this area. So there's not really a whole lot. If you like some cool rubble, there's some cool rubble. I found a piece of rubble that kind of looked like an egg, and I found another one that kind of looked like an angry face.
I'm okay, I think. As cool as that is, I love rocks, but
Okay.
I don't really have the carrying space, especially if you're gonna be in my bindle. It just probably hurt. So.
Well, if I'm a bother being in your bindle, I don't have to be in there. I'll just stay up here.
It's not a bother. I just don't want you to get hurt.
Okay.
All right, we're climbing now.
Okay. And you guys can climb back down. So eventually Aurum will come back down. Clover, you probably are like, you know what?
I gotta recast him again. Yeah.
Let me just recast.
Yeah.
And then Aurum will come down, and he has like a pair of. Okay, so there's like a couple new magical pings on him. I think is fly transmutation.
Might be.
Yeah, so there's you get 2 new pings of transmutation on Aurum's like in his bindle and like on his person.
What'd you find, Aurum?
Hey, well, I found a frog that says that. Well, I'll just let him tell you. I'll take him out the bindle.
So one of the pings of transmutation magic is on this little toad that Aurum pulls out of this bindle, and he'll like hop up onto Aurum's shoulder. Hi, I'm Igric! I'm Zybelna's toad familiar!
Hi.
Hello!
I made a pact to keep killing the League of Mega Violence, and in return, we got these boots with wings on them.
Oh, wow.
Oh, which is nice.
I like that we can continue just getting things for doing stuff we were gonna do anyway.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good job, Aurum.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Does anybody else need the wing boot things?
I can fly.
I do
I mean,
miss
I'll take them
flying.
if nobody else needs them. Or Clover, you could.
No, it's okay. You can take him. I don't need
No,
him.
Oh, but
that way you
Clover,
can fly them until
yeah.
you get your wings back.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it... Doesn't...
Give them.
Okay. Are you sure, Saoirse, you don't want them?
Yeah. I mean, if I really, really wanted to, I could probably turn into a bird, but I don't really want to.
Flying's kind of weird too. But the more I thought about doing it, the less I wanted to do it. I'm made for the ground.
I like flying because I can't
love
climb
flying.
things.
I don't think Saoirse can actually turn into a bird yet.
Oh, wait, what level
That's
are
like
we?
level 9.
8?
Isn't it?
Oh, is it level
I don't
9?
know.
I think
I
it's
don't
level
know.
9.
Really?
Saoirse's never changed shape,
I'm
so
because-
I don't even
because
have
There's
to
I'm
no
look
one
at
wild
it.
shape.
It's the one thing about moon druids. I'm pretty sure that is
Oh,
kind of like
yeah.
why, because you get like one level of like all of the cools, and then
And then
Or
you
maybe
get
eight.
the.
It's level 8.
Oh, so
okay,
she
then you
could.
turn into a bird.
Yeah.
Is it level 9 that's
there
the
you go.
elementals?
I knew that.
Level 10 is the elementals,
Oh,
so
okay,
you don't
okay.
get a lot of time.
But that's
with-
only for moon
yeah.
druids.
Yeah, that's only for, and you're a shepherd, right?
I'm a shepherd druid. I can't turn into
Yeah.
elementals, but I can
Yeah.
summon them.
You can turn into a bird.
I can. There you go. See, I knew that. Saoirse totally knew exactly what she was talking about, and it wasn't just me making stuff up.
She's like, I probably could. I've just never tried.
Yeah, my father's, his swans are sort of his thing, so I'm sure I could turn into a swan if I
It
really
would be a
wanted to.
beautiful swan.
So
I guess.
you're her familiar.
I'm a toad.
All right, because we may need your help then to free her. You probably know a lot more than us.
No, I don't know anything. I don't need to fight anybody. I'm a little froggy toad guy. I don't need to fight. I don't know
Oh,
anything.
you don't need to fight to help.
What do you need me to do? I was just gonna hide in the
You know what the
bindle.
nightingale thing is?
That would be
Oh,
good.
The
we-
treasure room?
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, the treasure room. Yeah, the
Yeah.
nightingale door.
Do you know what we have to say to open the door?
Oh, yeah. You just have to use Zybilna's true name to open that door.
Oh, alright.
It's really interesting mechanism because if you try to unlock one of the locks and you get it, and then you try to unlock the second lock, you can unlock that one, but the first one will lock again. And there's 8 locks on it.
I like that. That's funny.
We tried her true name.
What do you
We
mean?
tried a couple names that we know her to have.
What did you use?
The one that we tried, Zybilna.
That's
We
not her true
tried-
name.
We tried the one that starts with I, and we tried the one that starts with T.
Which one's the one with the eye?
Okay.
You would know.
Well, I'm not gonna say it.
Well, neither am I.
Well, then I guess I can't help you.
Well,
I
then
mean,
it's
if I-
obviously not the one that's needed to open the door if you don't
Yeah,
know.
if you said that at the door and it didn't open, then that's not her true name, and it doesn't start with an I.
Well, we're also going to need that name to free her from the time stop.
Wait,
We have to have her true name for that.
So we need to know it. If we're going to free her, we need to know the true name.
oh. Okay. Well, I can tell you what her true name is. Like her actual true name.
Please.
I'm probably the only one in this palace that knows it.
Okay.
Come closer. Come in really, really close. Her true name is Natasha.
That's so normal. Okay. Well, I suppose before we try to free her, we can double check it at the door to make sure that that's right.
Natasha is the name that her mother gave her. Baba Yaga.
Natasha.
Yeah.
Natasha.
I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that.
Before she
that-
was
I did. I got it immediately. That makes
Before
sense.
she was Tasha, she was Natasha. Tasha's just what, her like famous name was, and then came Igwilv, and that was like a whole thing. But she's Natasha. When she was small and Baba Yaga was raising her, that was the name that she gave her, Natasha.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ah,
I mean, I already have your friend. I don't even
Yeah.
know his name, but I already have him in a. I've got him, and I've kind of got you too. You just
you
have to
kinda
pay
got-
her.
Yeah,
But it
we're
seems like you're
gonna do it.
doing that.
Yeah, we're doing it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you really a
Gotcha.
frog?
What do you mean? Of course I am. Look at me. Why did you say that? Why
Yeah,
did you
it's
think I'm not
definitely a frog.
Well, technically, I'm a toad. I'm a toad, not a frog. But
Oh.
look at me. I've got warts, and I have
You also
I have a little wizard outfit.
You also have transmutation magic on you.
No,
Yeah, you do. It's pretty bright.
don't. No, I don't. It's probably my amazing. It's probably my amazing cloak. My little wizard cape.
Is it his
just looks
cloak or is
great.
it his whole body?
It's him. It's his whole body.
The magic doesn't lie. I'm not a liar either, not usually.
It's just that
He wants to be a frog. He can be a frog.
it's just that I have a familiar, and I'm not doubting Tasha's power, but my understanding of familiars is that normally they can't talk.
Well, I'm special, and surely you've met some other talking animals in your time in the Feywild.
Well,
It's
so
kind
are
of
you?
a thing.
With Maya,
Well, so are you just a talking frog, or are you a familiar?
Toad, thank you. I'm her toad familiar. Listen,
Okay.
you shouldn't ask questions that you don't want to know the answer to.
But I do
I'm
want to know
toad.
the answer.
Did she summon you? Like, are you a...
Roll a persuade. Yeah, she summoned me on her paper. Oh my gosh! I'm not just some toad that she picked up out of a pond.
Whoa.
I just
Familiar.
I just know that my mother tells me that she deals with very, very powerful beings. So, I mean, if you are just a lowly
Your mother.
never mind. You know what? I don't want to talk about my mom.
You can roll a persuasion check to try to persuade him. If
It was an 8.
Use a reroll. Use a reroll, honey. Do something.
Cast the spell magic on him.
I mean, I
Tony,
could.
are you in the League of Mega Violence?
Oh no!
It's not Toady.
Oh,
Toady. Igric.
Igric.
What?
My
Igric.
name is Igric, and I'm not Igric. Yeah, and I'm not
Igric.
in the League of Mega Violence.
How do I know?
Because I'm a toad with a tiny. What a toad! Wizard can't be in the League of Mega Violence.
He's got a good
But-
point. He's got a
But
good point.
when we made a pact, there was like blood and fire feeling on my finger.
And you're covered in transmutation. Like, you are transmutation magic. Like, your whole body. It's a lot. It's really bright.
Guys, remember, Will. Sometimes you just want to be a toad.
Oh, can you not talk about what you really are? Is that... Are you cursed? Blink
I'm
twice
not
if you're cursed. Blink twice if you're cursed and you can't talk about it.
I'm not cursed, but I need to blink.
Oh, okay.
I need to moisten
Maybe-
my eyeballs.
but maybe like Will just wants to be a boy. Maybe he just wants to be a toad.
I want to know how to make my familiar talk because I really like them.
Like familiars?
He loves his
Yes.
familiar, yeah.
What do you have a toad familiar?
I love toads, but my familiar normally takes the form of a bat. It's a toad sometimes.
Wait.
And you summoned
there's-
that giant swimming toad before.
he like shakes and is like, and then poof, and then like this like foul smelling poof of smoke that like reeks of rotten eggs and like brimstone
God.
turns into a little bat and is like a little bat that like will climb up Aurum's mane and like hang with his little feet off of Aurum's like hair.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Yeah, with a tiny wizard cloak too.
Wait. I normally need to do the entire ritual again to change their form. You can just do it on your own,
Well, yeah.
and you can talk.
Uh-huh.
Is this like some advanced form of a familiar spell, or
Could you teach Ego's familiar the ways of your familiarism?
You don't have to right now. I'm just interested.
You know, this.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that this familiar also is the reason the beanstalk grew.
Yeah, I used a potion.
Oh, I usually I use magic beans for that. Potion's pretty good too, though.
Did you say
used
magic beans?
I mean, I
My
Lily's
fault.
usually got like a
Oh,
pocket full of
no!
like good berries that are like beans that are her magic beans that she gives you guys. sometimes.
Nobody do
Oh,
any
nice.
magical legumes.
I have 4 beans left.
These are just for eating. They're not like they don't do anything other than fill you.
Yeah, I think
Don't get them
Aurums are
mixed up with
different.
his
Yeah,
beans.
don't get them mixed up. Don't keep them separate.
So if you want to have a familiar that can do like special.
Do you want to mix the beans? Should we shake them up?
Oh my god, are you guys
What are you
mixing?
guys doing?
Are you guys mixing beans? Okay, hold on. So Aurum has like the bag of beans magic item,
What
and
is
then Saoirse, do you
Has
have
like a handful of good berries that
just
are
like, okay?
They're
really
not
good
magic
berries.
Oh yeah,
They're
because yours are
beans.
magic beans.
because
So then you're mixing those into the bag of beans,
yeah,
or are
it's
you
gonna be
also
like Birdie's
taking
every
some?
flavor beans where
I
you
was
can
gonna
just like,
say,
pull them
you guys
out. And
are-
some of them are good, and some of them taste like rotten eggs.
You
so...
guys are Birdie Bots every flavor, bitch.
Birdie bots every flavor. They do
I
that.
can always make more if we need them to like be
No!
functional. Like if I'm
No,
like, all right, we need a good berry right
That's
now.
not the
No,
issue. That's
like,
not
if
the
you
issue.
eat The bean and a
How many
statue
beans?
grows out of something.
How many magic beans did you have left?
4.
Okay, so there are now
Very big.
14 beans? Question mark?
I mean, you know what? It's more likely to get a good berry bean. Jesus
So,
Christ.
Yeah, there's
well, she's used a few of them, so there's probably I think she's probably used like 4 of them. So there's only
okay,
like
so then there's like 10. There are 10 beans?
Okay.
Question mark.
Slightly less good odds of getting a good.
Let me put that
Oh my.
bag of
Incredible.
beans for magic.
you can't
Well,
give
that's-
Saoirse an idea like that.
Well, that's so convenient. Now, whenever we need to eat a bean, we roll a d10 and see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You're
If
making a
you
new
want to
magic.
have a familiar that can do cool stuff, I mean, Zybilda might be willing to show you. You just have to, like, probably hand over, like, a portion of your soul or do some sort of a task in exchange for power, but, I mean, that happens all the time, right?
No.
That's just a warlock pact. It's easy peasy.
Well, no. No.
I mean, you can make a warlock pact with like practically anything. I mean, there's archfey, like a devil, or like maybe a demon. You could try.
I'm
There's, like-
already trying to get my heart back. I don't think I need to be sending parts of myself to people.
Well, then I guess you're not gonna get a cool talking familiar that can turn into a bat. And also this, and he shakes again and turns into a little centipede that like climbs up to the top of Aurum's head. You slap him and he like goes flying and like,
Well,
ow!
it's fine because my familiar is really cool.
Can your familiar talk and wear a tiny wizard cloak?
Can't talk, but
I'm sorry, I'm scared of centipedes.
I'll
You
go
know-
back to a toad then. And he poofs back into a toad.
it's karma is great, and I really miss them. So we need to finish our work here, so I can go get my familiar back.
Okay, I'm gonna hop back in the bindle and be
All right.
be a toad, because that's what I am. And he'll hop back up into your bindle.
Ah,
So then
Okay.
let me... Whoop, map layer. Let me grab a little Ygric. Come here, buddy. Copy.
Is that Ygric in the bottom corner
Yeah.
of the sheet?
He's
oh,
just
it
a little
must
guy.
be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just a little guy.
Quite cute.
I
guy.
always want, whenever we go to a map, I like to look in the corners because sometimes they're little hints. So I bet that's Bloody Beak.
And did you know that there was a hint on the very first map of the carnival giving her true name?
What?
No.
Would you like to go back and look at it?
Yeah, let's look.
Really quickly?
Is it? Wait, which map is it?
Will
Is
you
it-
be our Witchlight monarch?
Hold on, it's not. Is it? Which version?
Or is it
Is it this one?
have a delightful time?
Yeah, it's this one.
And then the tree, a night filled with wonder.
Yeah, there's a hit.
So it's
There's
the
a.
witch.
I was gonna say, yeah, we got there's the little witch that's holding that's holding a little staff. Where would it be? Where would it be?
Am I on the same page as everybody? I feel like I'm not on the
No,
same page.
you're definitely not on this page right now. Hold on. Well, no, I have all the player. You just don't have a token on this page.
I don't see a little witch. I don't know what you're talking.
Do you see the map of the carnival?
Yeah.
That's what
This is
we're
not
on.
left, yeah.
All
I
right
don't-
there.
Yeah, the hint for so the hint would be for Natasha.
Mhm.
Oh wait, there's things pointing everywhere.
Yeah. So, do you see the little? So it looks like a goblin up at the top.
Yeah,
Actually, a nilbog. What's that pointing at?
and the Nilbog is pointing at the.
Almirage.
Oh, it spells out the name.
And then the horn on the Almirage is pointing to a trend.
NAT.
pointing-
The train is pointing to an
Pointing at the
apple. The apple is pointing to a swan. The swan is pointing to. Back to the. Nata. S. S.
Below the apple. It's a hippogriff.
Yeah, there.
Oh.
There we go. Hippogriff. Hippogriff is pointing to an axe.
Yeah.
Natasha.
Yeah.
That's
all the
some. Hats
That's
off
crazy.
to the artist.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's.
some pretty cool stuff in
That's
this.
impressive.
I would never have started with the goblin being a nilbolg, but that is
Right,
true.
yeah.
That's the spell casting goblin. And then here we have the heart and the lion in the corners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the maps
Yeah.
have like little references and like. fun
That's
things.
great.
Yeah. So.
All right.
You guys are back over here. You have definitely just a toad.
Definitely just all capital letters.
Yeah. What would you like to do next?
Your mom.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go through. Let's see if we can get these last rooms, because I'm hoping that these rooms will eventually connect to the side of this room, so that we can go around the
Right.
the Jabberwock and free another Valor member.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
John's first one in there.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Um.
I'm gonna need a long rest
So-
after this fight.
Let me put this in maps handout.
That's so scary looking. Oh my
He's
god.
so ugly.
So you open up those doors, and paintings of fey creatures and the mounted heads of majestic elk with golden horns decorate the walls of this dining hall. In the middle of the hall, a deformed giant squats at the head of a table piled with food. The grease-stained tablecloth is tucked under the giant's chin, and she washes down each slobbering mouthful of food with a gulp from a barrel of beer. A tea cart in one corner of the banquet hall has an iron kettle and a tureen of steaming soup resting on doilies atop it. And there's also, so there is, before I get into the actual happenings in this room, just for like context, there's a door over here. There's a door way up here. The little tea cart is kind of near where you guys are at the bottom right. Everybody can roll an Arcana check. Saoirse, you don't have to, because you know immediately that this is a Fomorian. Because Fomorians are like very
Fey giants, yeah.
They're feared and reviled in the Feywild. So if anyone wants to get information about this creature, you can.
Not for me.
Arcana?
Yeah. Yes.
You might be in some of my childhood bedtime stories.
22 somehow.
18.
Yeah, I think you guys probably have heard like fairy tales about them. So like there are tales that like once upon a time the Fomorians were like the most handsome of all races. They were brilliant. They had unrivaled magical ability. But unfortunately, like their physical perfection and magical perfection did not extend to their hearts because they had a lust for magic and power that like consumed them. They basically tried to conquer the Feywild and enslave all of its inhabitants, and claim all of that magic for themselves. So then when the Fey united to defend their realm, the Fomorians fought them and were then subjected to a terrible curse. So these giants like fell one by one and their bodies were changed to reflect like the foul nature and evil in their hearts. So they were stripped of their grace and their magical power. They fled from the light and delved like down deep beneath the world to just like nurse their hatred, and curse this fate that they have. And so they have forevermore plotted vengeance against the Fae that wronged them. So they're known to be in the Fey Dark, which is like the part of the Feywild that is also like connected to the Underdark. They don't usually go to the surface unless they are like planning on attacking stuff. But they like they're often very, very greedy. They absolutely hate like Fae. And yeah, they're pretty horrible.
Right.
But you can see that she is just like gulping down all of these like plates of food, and just like eating everything that's in sight. And she sees you guys walk in and says, "Alex sent you? Where's my cake? You bring my cake?"
What?
8 tiers high.
I don't have time for your bullshit, lady.
No, me want cake. 8 tiers high, lit with blood red candles, icing as white as the snow. If you leave and you don't come back without my cake, I'm gonna gobble you up instead to see if you taste as sweet as you look.
Oh,
That was kind of a compliment, but okay.
Somebody please say that I can just throw a spell at this thing.
They're working with the league. This thing's working with the league. And they're not.
You're with the League of Malevolence, right?
Said
Kellic brought me here, bring me food and cake.
We're not gonna go get her cake, right?
Saoirse's back in winter and has like ducked back like out of the room and like is like absolutely. This is like freaking this is worse than the boogeyman for her. I think. This is like this is literally nightmare fuel.
As you guys like kind of like are sitting and like conferring amongst yourselves, she like grabs a club and like starts smashing it like into like the chairs and things surrounding this banquet hall. She's like, "Me,
hey,
cake,
Hey, not necessary!
cake necessary."
Oh my god.
Iris feels that.
You bring me cake now, or I squish you, and I squish Kellic, and I eat all of you.
You should definitely squish Kellic. It's his fault, not ours. He
You
lied
work with
to
him,
you.
You bring me cake.
We don't work with him. He lied to you. He would never
No.
bring you cake. He's a liar.
Yeah, he told everybody in the castle not to bring you cake specifically.
What?
He said
He's
that
a-
he doesn't
he-
even think that you can squish him.
Yeah, he's a
Promise
bully.
cake.
He's a bully.
You make me angry.
He makes me angry too.
Silvergill hungry. Bring me cake.
Oh.
You gotta kill Kellic if you want cake. He's
And
telling
she
everybody
she
not to
will-
give you cake.
She'll begin to like rise up from the table, and as she does, like this long tablecloth begins to like pull up, and like all these plates and piles of food begin clattering around, and she's still like grabbing food up and like shoving it into her
Mood.
mouth. You know, bring me cake. Kellic, no, bring me cake.
No, you don't need it.
Oh my god. Okay. Mhm.
I did back up a little bit when she started standing up because I'm like, oh shit, wait, she's like really big.
I was trying to get her to like focus her anger at Kellic, but that
No,
Kind of
we
backfired.
tried, but I think she's just a little bit too dumb.
she's too
Dawn
hungry.
is also just not in the mood.
She's
for
Dawn
the
is also
shit
done.
right
She's
now,
hangy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His like, he has like a vein on the side of his head.
Yeah, it's got that anime like pockmark.
She
That's
will
like
get up and start walking towards you guys. Kellic, no, bring me cake. Silvergill hungry.
I'm
Silvergill,
gonna
you
draw
first.
I'm gonna draw my shield, and sword.
Let's see.
Huh?
I feel like Dawn has been the one who's been the most like straight up like no fuck you to this creature. So Dawn, I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh boy.
Is my bark skin still up?
Yeah.
Last for now.
33.
Jesus.
holy
Was
fuck.
that a charm or fear effect?
I mean, it's only at dawn.
Yeah.
It's just at Dawn.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
advantage. I rolled a 1933.
Yeah, it's not a charm or a fear.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see like she has this like one eye that's like more bulbous than the other, and she stares at you with it, and there's this like flash of magic behind it. And you start getting this like splitting headache, but immediately like in your mind it's just replaced with, I think, like maybe a tune. The first piece of music that you and your father ever performed together, because your father's the more musical one, like you just start kind of like replaying that in your mind, and it is able to like push this headache out. And when she sees that this doesn't work, she slams her club on the ground again, and is gonna start coming at you guys. So we're gonna start with initiative next session because we are at 11:30 right now, which is just when I wanted to end. So how about that, guys? Get
Hell
2
yeah.
combat sessions in a row.
Beat the shit out of this lady.
It was the kitchen behind us. I was contemplating casting Fabricate to pull all of the cooking materials and make the cake, and I would have called it Fabric Cake. But I don't want to use my.
cake.
I don't want to use my 4th level spell on that. I want to.
Portia can just make a cake. She's great at cooking things. Look at the
She
candy
could.
that she made
Yeah,
before. That
with the
was,
glass?
With
Yeah,
glass,
90%.
yeah.
Well, you know what? Yeah, you could do that again, and then you could hurt her when she eats the cake. Yeah,
So
just make more glass in it.
we will get into. I need to like show you guys how her name is spelled, just because
She was
I know-
saying it, but I couldn't.
I know that Iris has seen the way that this character's name is spelled, and it's like ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. It's just it's very like, I don't even know how to describe it. I think it's like a Gaelic name.
Probably.
Banquet hall.
Fomorians are creepy.
I'll put it with her map handout pick. So it's pronounced Dovergale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Irish. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Evergale.
yeah.
Evergale hungry!
Evergale is hungry. But yeah, we will start with some initiative next time. In the meantime, thank you as always to my lovely players for joining me on this Feywild adventure. It's always a blast. Thank you to those of you that are watching either now or in the future. Oh, hi St. Andrew. I'm sorry I didn't see you in the chat earlier. I wasn't even looking at it. But hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being active in the chat. We appreciate it. I can see that there's a couple people like in there, so we love having you. And for those of you that might be watching in the future, thank you for your patronage. Don't forget to check out Little Dragon Court and Cardboard Castle Games. Is there Phandelver and Below tomorrow?
There is.
Phandelver and Below tomorrow at 7 Eastern,
Yes.
4 Pacific. So
4
check
Pacific.
that out. Yeah, thank you to Suncraft, Ironscape. Yeah, subscribe on our YouTube, join our Discord. Am I missing anything?
That's everything.
Cool. Okay. Well, if no one has anything else, the next time you are fighting a priest of Orcus and you accidentally fall into some demonic ichor, that gives you horrific visions. Don't forget to add your proficiency bonus, and we'll see you back here next time.
Love you,
we're off next
bye.
week. We're off next week. We'll be back the week after. Next week is our off week for the month.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll see you on May 1st.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Ooh, love you, bye.